The room was too bright for what he whispered to me. A ballroom drowning in crystal chandeliers, and yet his words felt like a shadow sliding across my spine. Just remember your place tonight. He didn't look at me when he said it. He didn't have to. Dr. James, my wife's father, smoothed the front of his tux like he was polishing his ego, eyes fixed on the stage where he'd soon be speaking. Guests drifted around us, surgeons, CEOs, donors, men who shook hands like they were measuring each other's worth. I stood there, perfectly still, perfectly quiet, perfectly underestimated. Then he gave me that look, the one that pretends to be a smile, the one that tells you he enjoys cutting you down, slowly. And in that moment, amid the clinking glasses, the soft violin music, the hum of medical royalty, I felt something shift inside me. Not anger, not humiliation, just a cold, settling certainty. Something was about to break tonight, and it wasn't going to be me. People think betrayals happen loud, doors slamming, voices rising, accusations thrown across rooms. But mine started with a laugh. His laugh. The first time he called my job cute. The first time he told my wife she married down. The first time she repeated it to me, softly, like it wasn't a dagger. She used to defend me. Then she started defending him. Then she stopped defending me at all. I felt something tightening between us, invisible but suffocating, a distance I couldn't name, a silence she wouldn't explain. Nights she came home late, messages she cleared before I woke up, excuses rehearsed in a tone too smooth to be honest. I wasn't angry, I wasn't suspicious, I was listening, because lies have a rhythm when they're repeated often enough. And hers were starting to sound like a heartbeat that wasn't mine. I didn't confront her. That would have been emotional, weak, predictable. Instead, I studied her, the way her phone never left her hand, the way she flinched when it buzzed, the way she smiled at names she never said out loud. I watched the patterns, I traced the shadows, I checked the bills she thought I never saw, the rideshare receipts, the nights she spent at study groups that didn't exist. Then the messages, deleted but not gone. She forgot one thing. I teach children, which means I know how to find what people hide. Every breadcrumb she dropped led me to the same destination. One name, one number, one undeniable truth. I didn't react. I didn't break. I just saved everything like evidence in a quiet trial only I knew existed. And when the DNA test arrived, the one she never knew I did, it didn't surprise me. Just confirmed what had already died in her eyes. She was at the sink the morning I placed the envelope beside her coffee cup. No words, just the truth in plain white paper. She opened it, stopped breathing, looked at me like she finally saw the stranger she'd created. Please, I can explain. But explanations are for people who still have something to lose. I just nodded once. No shouting, no questions, just the slow, sinking reality that she wasn't mine anymore, and maybe never was. And then came the gala, the night her father tried to humiliate me in front of 320 guests. He tapped the mic, flashed that arrogant, polished smile. "Everyone, this is my son-in-law. He teaches preschool, basically babysitting." Laughter, loud, cruel. I didn't move, didn't blink, because I wasn't the one who should have been afraid. The chair of the Harper Foundation stepped forward, expression unreadable. "Interesting introduction, Dr. James," she said. "Now let me tell everyone who your son-in-law really is." Silence fell like a blade. She listed my credentials, my research, my work designing behavioral programs used by hospitals across the country, my consulting contract with the foundation, worth more than his annual salary. And then she said it. "By the way, Dr. James, the anonymous report exposing your financial misconduct, That was him. His face drained, his hand trembled around the microphone. I didn't smile, I didn't gloat, I just looked at him the way he'd always looked at me, coldly, clinically, like I was evaluating a specimen. And for the first time, he understood the danger of underestimating someone who watches quietly. I walked out before anyone could speak to me. No need to see the aftermath. I'd already buried everything that mattered. My wife, her lies, her father, all of it, done. Outside, the night felt clean, sharp, mine. People think revenge is fire, but real revenge, it's ice. Quiet, precise, unforgettable. I didn't destroy them out of anger. I simply removed the parts of my life that no longer deserved to exist in it. And when you cut out a tumor, you don't apologize.